This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
What's going on, friends and family? I'm back with another movie review. We're here to talk about The Matrix Resurrections. And if you want to know more about this film, you have the red pill or the blue pill. Red pill, you follow me deep into this movie review and you find out what's really real. Blue pill, you just shut it off. But I hope you don't shut up. Don't shut up. Hit that intro. This film was directed by Lena Wachowski, and the cast was Keanu Reeves, Carrie-Anne Moss, Jessica Henwick, Yahya Abdul-Mateen, Jonathan Groff, Neil Patrick Harris. And this Matrix film happens 60 years after the third one.
Good God, man.
Now, I'm just saying, maybe this might be a spoiler to most, but if you've seen the original 1, 2, and 3, this will kind of not make sense until you get further into the film. Neo and Trinity are dead. Somehow, some way, they up and walking, they're alive and kicking. But they start this film with Neo. He's back into his real world, okay? Doing his day-to-day. He go to work, he work out, he get his coffee, get his bagel. And to most people, that seem like, that might be the same for everybody.
Interesting.
So they give you this loop, they give you this time that's saying that you're stuck and you feel like something's wrong. You feel like you want more. You feel like you want to change. You feel like you want something. And someone do come to him. And that person is a newer character. You'll see who they are. So this whole Matrix thing, someone could be manipulated. Someone could have put him in this position. He's trying to find out why everything's so familiar, why everything feels the same, why I feel like I've done this before.
I did it already.
And they explain. But we go deeper into the Matrix, and this Matrix film is basically a continuation. But at the same time, the Matrix is completely different. It's not the same as you and me know. So you want to find out more, and you want to find out what's going on here. How is Neo alive? How is Trinity alive? They meet, they conversate, but they kind of don't know who they are. But if you want to know more, you gotta watch it. Okay, pros. It's not a simple thing that you can explain. It's not like I can give detail by detail because this is a non-spoiler video. But when they get into this, I feel like with Neo, he knows he's there for a greater purpose. He know he's supposed to be doing something, but he just don't know why. And they show in this film and in the commercials, he's taking those blue pills. And you know what the blue pills is? It keep you in your so-called real world. And I feel like the action, after they get past a lot of explaining, which we do need because, like, how the hell are you here? They give you detail. They catch you up. When they made this movie make you think about the other three. But the action scenes in here with the all the sound effects, it brings back memories. The Matrix, it feels like the Matrix, but I just put it like this. From what the Matrix was back then, and it felt so fresh and it felt so new, it felt like it's ahead of its time. In this, it feels like, okay, it's more modern day. This is still in the future, but it's not too bizarre because since, what was it, 2002, the last one, to now, everything we ain't seen in movies and stuff like that, it's not as surprising anymore. This is like a Are You Woke type of movie, but I don't know. I feel like if that was done now versus back then, who knows? Who knows how we would feel now? But I do like how they blended all of that, picked up from that, bring it here, explain things that happened, what could have happened, what's attached, what's not attached, and do you believe in fate or do you believe in destiny?
Well, do you, punk?
Cons. I feel that in this film, what they did, the choices that they made, they had to come up with something. And they had to recon their mistake in 3. Well, we thought it was finished. Because, I mean, to be honest, if you've seen 1 through 3, The Matrix, you pretty much thought it was over with. Like, what we're seeing now couldn't be possible. So what made them go back and spend all this time waiting, 18 years, to bring it back now? A lot of people might say cash grab and stuff like that. I did talk to a lot of people. A lot of people, they're excited to see a Matrix, but it seems like everybody's more excited to see the Kingsman, to be honest. And I can see where they're coming from. Because if you've seen 1, 2, and 3, you kind of left a salty taste in our mouth on the 3rd one.
Why leave little homie on stuff?
I didn't leave little homie nothing. I'm tired of this shit, nigga!
Damn.
What? Oh, he's... Oh,
Why didn't make you do that?
Like that?
Blue, catch him!
Oh, shit! You about to eat? Now what you gonna do?
But I say watch the first 3 again. Then come back to watch this. Maybe they make more sense. Maybe they'll recon it. And they do show a lot of flashbacks to connect, to say who's who. And I say that to say this. Morpheus is played by abdul-mateen. Good actor. But you got Neo, which is played by Keanu Reeves. And then you got Trinity, played as Carrie-Ann Moss. But then when it comes to actual Morpheus, it's not Lawrence Fishburne. And it's okay to recast, but I'm thinking maybe something in real life happened. I don't know because I haven't researched that. But to bring back 2 original stars and not have the 3rd, they was like the holy grail, the holy trinity, you know what I'm saying? Like the holy trio. And for them to, replace him, but Yahya is Morpheus. He's just a different version of him. And, I mean, the Matrix is dealing with technology, computerized. Like, you can change faces and all that stuff. I get it. But I kind of feel a little salty about that. It would have had the true nostalgic feeling. But there's other things in this movie that brings that nostalgia. But that was just kind of a problem for me. He did great. He did good. I liked the character. But, Also, it was a scene in this film that brung all the Smiths per se. And they changed that and switched that and they show, because there's a twist obviously in here. You'll see what's going on. You'll see the big reveal, and how you handle it, well, it's entirely up to you. But when they introduced the Smiths and had a whole bunch of them, and it was a scene that some people could have died, and you telling me advanced and as crazy and as fast as the Smiths are, that 2 people with guns can shoot them all and survive, and then it just takes to a certain spot that now they got caught but they're not dead. Like, these Smiths kill with 1 blow. And I just didn't understand how they made it out of that situation, because if you see a Smith, it's pretty much over with. They doing, the slow motion, shit like that. You can't escape. If it's you and them, it's over with. And the other thing too as well, because a Smith came back, but it wasn't the Smith, and maybe they couldn't get him. Maybe he didn't want to do it. But it's the same, like with Lawrence Fishburne. I feel like for Jonathan Groff played as Smith in this one, but it would have been fun to see Hugo Weaving be the Mr. Smith.
Mr. Anderson.
Because now the newer version, they were like, Tom. It's just different, coming from
Mr. Anderson
to Tom. I just feel a little weird. I feel like those 4 entirely should have came back. I think different scenes would have hit differently. You know what I'm saying? I think everything would have, it would have meant more. Like, they could have really stepped up a level by bringing them. So let's rate this film. So I gave it average. This movie do make you think, but it made me want to go back and watch the other three. This is 60 years later. A lot of things that was misleading. There was a lot of things that was changed to the character Neo because of something that happened to him, which was his death. How he came back, how she came back, they'll reveal all that. They'll show you that. But I feel like this do feel like Matrix type feel. But like I said, it doesn't have the Matrix 1 and the Matrix 2 feel. It do some closure. It do some circling back. It do some continuation. It do show like the aftermath of the choices that he made from the third one. Stopping the war between the machines and the people. Zion and everything like that you remember. Did it fall? Did it succeed? Did it continue? Like, you'll see that. A lot of guest appearances that you'll see. But like I said, you'll have to see this for yourself and decide. I gave it average. Me going back into the Matrix was definitely something that I wanted. I wanted to see what they would have changed, what they did differently. And we got that. So make sure you check it out. It's on HBO Max. You can go to the movie theaters. You can check it out however you like. But make sure you like, subscribe, and peace. See you in the next one.